search protocol.
Eat this!
Do you think you can hide from me? I have a personal
This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol.
Company. Can't run from me.
Please step into the open. Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear. Please step into the open. Violence will not be tolerated.
Can't run from me.
Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear. Continued resistance is unlawful.
Yo. Whoa, really? Oh, shit. Oh, I knew I could do it. Those NCR pricks can all get on their knees and worship at the altar of fucking fantastic. But don't worry, I'll tell them what you did for me, man. Not all of it, though. They'd think I was an idiot. But some of it. Keep at it, man. One day you could end up where I am. You never know.
Generator's still not working. Big surprise. The Deathclaws have been keeping their distance.
Let me ask you a question. What's the tastiest thing you've ever eaten? Ah, yeah, can you believe some people still eat that stuff? Anyway, I've got this recipe for a Deathclaw omelet that I've been itching to try out. Trouble is, I need a Deathclaw egg. Kinda obvious, I suppose. My great-aunt Rose ran a bed and breakfast back in California, in a town called Modoc. She's the one who created the recipe in the first place. I don't know how she managed to get a hold of a female Deathclaw, but she kept it in a shed. Aunt Rose had a steady supply of eggs for her omelets. At least, she did until some stranger came along and killed the Deathclaw, shot it right in the eye. I don't have much in the way of money, but I'd be willing to share the secret of the recipe. Yeah? The quarry just north of here is full of Deathclaws, so there's bound to be an egg or two in there somewhere. Of course, a Deathclaw egg from anywhere will do. According to my Aunt Rose, those things have a ridiculously long shelf life. Sure thing. Thanks.
Hold up. There are Deathclaws all over the damn place north of here. I'd turn back if I were you. If you want to get to New Vegas, you're better off heading east from Prim and then looping north. It's a heck of a lot safer.
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it. Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapons, ammo, clothes, armor, everything. I want you stripped down to your underwear. I've told you what to do. Strip off your clothes and equipment or face summary execution. Will you comply? Take it all off and hand it to me. Then come inside and through the door at the rear of the chamber. Paladin Ramos is waiting for you.
How the hell did you get in here? Normally, I would have already shot you, but I'm under orders to bring you to the Elder. Will you come peacefully? Okay. I'll take you to him. Follow me, closely, or you'll be shot.
How did you find us, stranger? And do tell the truth. You took an extreme risk in coming here. My policy towards trespassers has not been lenient. The security of this bunker is my foremost concern, and I take pains to minimize our exposure topside. For this reason, I might be interested in contracting with an outsider who can accomplish certain tasks, some basic, some a bit more involved. An NCR ranger has begun to set up post in one of the other bunkers up top, for example. I want him driven off. Understood? Very well. I'll be interested to see how thoroughly and efficiently you carry out your mission. Paladin Ramos will escort you back to the bunker's entrance and set you loose. Notice that I said loose, not free. You are not free to carry the secret of this bunker's location beyond Hidden Valley, until I'm convinced that you're capable and dependable. To underscore this point, you'll be fitted with an explosive collar. Wander off and it will detonate. Focus on your mission, and you'll be fine.
You'll find your equipment in the chest to your right. Don't bother coming back until you've dealt with the Ranger.
Thought you'd sneak up on me, you filthy powder ganger? Ha! Got some stones on you, son. I like that. What can I do for you? Dobson's my name. I'm an NCR ranger operating out of Camp McCarran north of here. Reading man by birth, though. Well, I thought I might set up a safe house in one of the bunkers here. Between the remote location and the dust storms, I figured it was ideal. Of course, seems a lot less remote since you showed up. Plus, I haven't been able to get my radio working, and a safe house is no good without one. I reckon I'll stick around a while, patrol for troublemakers, see if I can get that radio working. Standard practice. Rangers operate on our own most of the time, and that's how we like it. Usually we call in our positions to McCarran to be relayed to other Rangers, but I can handle myself. I'm sure as hell not gonna lose any sleep on account of a goddamn broken down radio, but it will shorten my stay if I can't fix it. Now why would I do that? You see some powder gangers on the approach or something? A Brotherhood base? Here? Are you shitting me? No one's seen them for years. I don't suppose you've got a scrap of evidence to support this wild-eyed claim of yours. I'll be. Let me take a look at that. All this is a slave collar. Seen plenty of these infernal contraptions in my day, and I know just how to spring them. Hold still. There, it's off. Now, thing is, a slave collar seems a little too basic for the Brotherhood. That's not to say I don't believe you, but... Did you just hear something?
Hey!
Had enough?
Figures.
Okay, so you weren't kidding about there being a Brotherhood base here. I'll need to report back to base about this. They'll think I'm playing a prank if I try to radio it in, so I'll need some FaceTime with the brass. Thanks for the heads up. I mean it. I'll be sure to mention you in my report. Hello?
if they'll be able to...
Engaging!
This little sneak is beginning to vex me. Come out and face your death. It's only a matter of time.
Can't stand up to this. Take this.
It's only a matter of time.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night, some girl was pounding on my door all night.
Oh! Hi again! Can I help you with something else? Of course, ask away. Really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success. Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters. That's 1 down, 4 to go. Okay, consider them forgotten. along with the projections that predict they'll be our biggest enemy. Forgotten! That's 2 down, 3 to go. From what I understand, they're perfectly delightful. They're cultured, clean, and super polite. Benny didn't like them, though. He said they were creepy. Don't hurry on my account. I'm the one with a flexible schedule. Anything else I can help with? I remember that Benny used to pay a receptionist at Gomorrah for information. Maybe she knows something. Just that Benny didn't like them. He talked on and on about how they couldn't be trusted. And this is coming from Benny. He hated their casino, said it was tacky, and he thought they were up to something, because he said they always are. Whenever you get around to it, we'll be just fine. Anything else I can help with?
We took it over from the last guy, Mr. Mob-infested hellhole.
Hey, no one but Omertas are allowed to carry guns into Gomorrah. Check your weapons with me. You'll get these back on your way out.
Hello and welcome to Gomorrah. What can I help you with today? I knew someone would call in that mark soon. What do you want to know? All I can tell you is to find Caccino. He's the lowest level lieutenant you're going to be able to talk to. Some of the girls say he's been involved in some shady business the family wouldn't really like. Ask him about it. I sure do, but loose lips sink ships. All right, you look pretty trustworthy. It's hard to believe that not too long ago, most of the families on the Strip were little more than warring tribes. The Omertas even had a big war with the Khans once upon a time. Not much of a rumor, but I hear the Tops is always looking for new talent. Lord knows they've needed it for a long time. I've heard some pretty shady rumors about the Ultralux. I'm not sure what the deal is, but although they try to put on airs, that place is just plain creepy. Maybe it's the masks. I hear you've actually been inside Lucky 38. You're the first person who's been in there in as long as anybody can remember. Sorry, that's all the news worth talking about. All I have, at least.
I hear you've been asking questions about me, dickweed. What the fuck do you want? Business? What the fuck do you mean, business? You looking to get yourself burned? Now you start talking real clear, and I mean fucking crystal clear, because I'm about to lose my patience. I don't give half a dick what you heard. Now get the fuck out of my face before I burn your sorry ass.
Holy shit, you been in Lucky 38? You meet the overboss in there? Find yourself a girl, or a guy. Have some fun.
You again? What the fuck do you want? Where the fuck did you get that? Okay, listen, buddy. That's some dangerous shit you got there. That book can get me killed if the wrong people see it. Let's talk. What do you want? What can I do for you? Okay, you got me by the balls. Here's a couple hundred caps. Maybe that'll buy you friendship. I can't stop you, but that's gonna mean my death. I can make it worth your while to give it to me, though. Plus, if you go to the bosses, I can't help you stop what they've been doing. All right. I can't stop you, but I think we can help each other out. I know Not at Home and the NCR would be happy to get some dirt on the family. I can help you get that dirt, and you got me by the short hairs.
I'd wager that the Army's sending elite units our way.
Hey, buddy. Zawara is off limits to everyone but family. What business is that? It's my fucking job, and no one sees the bosses unless I give the okay. Okay, calm down. I'm just doing my job. Go talk to the bosses. One of them should be upstairs. Look for Big Saul or Nero. I'll tell Cachino to head upstairs.
Right as we speak.
You got something you need to talk about? Do you now? Let's see it. Okay, that sounds fair. Here, now give it over. The fuck is this shit? Cachino, you dumb motherfucker. Yeah, we are going to have some words with Cachino. Meet me in my office. Cachino, you really disappointed me.
I'm sorry, boss. Sometimes I just can't control myself. I don't know what's wrong with me. I swear I can turn this around. Just give me another chance.
I don't want to fucking hear it. You've lost the trust of the family. Goodbye. I hope hell isn't too hot for you. Thanks for bringing Cachino's transgressions to our attention. Shame we had to put him down. He was a good lieutenant. Did he now? Funny that. More backstabbing? Yeah, we got something big planned. I was actually hoping to jar at you about that. Now that Cachino is gone, we need some help wrapping some things up. And you seem like the resourceful type. Two of the players, Troik and Clandon, have some problems that need to be solved. Ask them what they need. As one of our captains, Cachino was kind of a project manager. He made sure people had what they needed to get their jobs done. The plan is called Racket, but that's all the info you're going to get out of me right now.
I hear you chased that chicken shit Benny. Off. Good riddance. Bosses don't like no trouble in their place.
I'd wager that the Army's sending elite units.
Who are you? I didn't do anything. Leave me alone. Yeah, I heard you might be coming. I appreciate the help. I'm in kind of a fix. I helped the Omertas get guns without the NCR catching wind of it. I need someone to cover my ass with the last shipment. The Fiends, a group of raiders freaked out on chems, stole my last shipment before I could get it into Vegas. I could sure use some help getting it from them. Okay, what do you need to know? I'm pretty proud of myself. It's a stroke of genius if I could be so modest. The whole arrangement starts with an old buddy of mine in the Republic. He's responsible for packing and shipping supplies to the NCR on the Strip. He marks some containers as food and medical and packs them with guns and other shit. From there, it took just a couple of greased palms to get someone to let me cherry pick a container or two out of every shipment. Easy as pie. Oh. I don't see how that's your business. I'm just a guest here, having a little fun. Hey man, I don't know nothing. Let me have some peace here, buddy.
Find yourself a girl or a guy and have a drink. Your family.
Prim has a new ship. Hey, nice to meet you. Do you need help with something? Oh, that's great. I sure could use some help. You see, I do explosives, and they have a special need for some big explosions. Problem is, there's no way I can get enough explosives to do the type of damage they're looking to do, much less get it all deployed. Blowing shit up, of course. Thing is, they don't need things to blow up. They need people to die in a fairly large area in a fairly small time frame. There are other ways to kill people with bombs aside from explosions, if you know what I mean. Spot on. You're a bright one. I figure chlorine gas is the way to go. It's toxic, and I can rig it up to do a whole lot of killing in a fairly short time frame. I'm not sure exactly. There is a swimming pool at the Ultralux, so they probably have some. Although I doubt they'd appreciate you taking it. But they must get it from somewhere. Maybe try out in Freeside somewhere. I'm a close friend of some of the family around here. I do some independent contracting around the casino, and they set me up with this great room. Bye.
I think there is something wrong with that dog.
currently unavailable due to unexpected circumstances. Please come back later.
Eat this.
Welcome, sir.
run from me.
Yep. If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies. We don't have the stills and equipment to supply the amount of meds they're looking to purchase. You could check with other Wasteland merchants, but I think your best bet would be the Atomic Wrangler. They've got a bunch of stills and a seemingly endless supply of grain alcohol, which could be used as anesthetic or disinfectant. I only offer services if the king gives the okay. Impress him and we can talk. Alright. Yeah, I've got a little side business going. What I'm about to share with you does not leave this room, eh? Over the years, I've gradually perfected my craft to the point of perfection. No one can distinguish between my work and the real thing. What I'm referring to is passports. If you've got the caps, I can whip up a strip passport which will fool even the most well-trained eye. Hey, if you're interested and have the caps, they go for 500. Any less and it ain't worth the risk of getting caught. What do you say? You game? Here you go. Take a gander. Another satisfied customer.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's. If you need guns, I'm your man. For general supplies and other services, see my partner Ralph. Thanks. Are they looking to buy guns? Then talk to my partner, Rob. Come. I'm not sure how to feel. Why? Do you work for one of the casinos? No Vegas banned items here, buddy. Just high-quality, standard stock. In that case, yes, I do. Follow me. Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping.
Nelson's backing up.
Hey there, friend. A bit of advice. You look like you could use some protection. Lucky for you, I got what you need. My stock and trade? All kinds of easy-to-hide weapons for slipping into and out of casinos. They won't give you a second glance. Things guards can't spot when they're patting you down or checking for iron at your hip. Simple. You can't bring guns into the casino, that's why. They'll strip you to your fists. Sure, they say you get it all back when you leave. Me? I don't like being without a little insurance when it's my caps on the table. Take a look at these beauties.
Our hands. I hope we can defend it this time. Welcome back to Gomorrah. I know you're good for it, but you're still gonna have to leave your weapons with me.
I hear the Legion is moving some tough muscle into the area. NCR better keep their heads down.
Hey, did you track down some chlorine for me? Great, yeah, this is just what I needed.
You again. Make it quick. Well, hot shit. Thank you. Must have been a real bitch getting it from the fiends. Thanks. See you.
Hey, it's my good friend again. What can I do for you? I heard you did some good work for us. Thank you. Here's a little cash from us to you. Try not to spend it all in one place.
I hear you chased that chicken shit Benny off. Good riddance.
Later.
Oh! Hi again! Can I help you with something else? You'd think it'd be bad for this trip, but I guess it must be good. Yeah! Take this strip down a notch or two, right? That'll show it. Okay. That's 3 down, 2 to go. The cons are just... they're a dirty people. They live in tents like animals, and they're very rude. They've been kicked around a lot, but no one's finished them off. Not yet, anyway. They were one of the tribes the 3 families pushed out of Vegas. A whole bunch got killed. So they settled at Bitter Springs, but they kept being so obnoxious, the NCR had to kill a whole bunch more of them. So then, they settled at Red Rock Canyon. There's just no getting rid of them. You set the pace. Anything else I can help with? Sorry if that was getting boring. Don't stay away too long. You ready to die?
You're mine. You're mine. Run from me. You're mine. company.
I ought to bleed you.
Soon Caesar will send in his best troops from the Arizona campaign. The NCR won't know what hit them.
The runners are saying that the NCR is sending in their elite shock troops to try and push back the Legion.
Huh?
Soon Caesar will send in his best troops from the...
I haven't seen you before. What brings you to the Great Khans? That's a complicated question. They've done horrible things to our people, to be sure, and I've gladly killed many of their soldiers in battle. But I can't bring myself to hate them the way Papa does. Things would damn sure be better for us if they were in charge than Caesar. I suppose if asked, I would, but that's a moot point, because Papa's in charge now, and he's not going anywhere. Papa is one of the best leaders the Khans have ever had. He's kept us together through all of our hardships, ever since we left California. Bitter Springs changed him, though. He started to really hate the NCR after the massacre, and sometimes I worry that's poisoned his mind. Nothing. Forget about it. I shouldn't be talking about this with an outsider. Name's Regis. I'm Papa Khan's advisor and right-hand man. I'm also the chief enforcer of the tribe's laws, so watch your behavior. I really don't like to talk about it. Let's just say it was a tragedy, and the NCR is to blame, and we'll leave it at that.
Arizona campaign. The NCR won't know what hit them.
Seems like everybody with a stake in the Mojave is gearing up for something big.
What? I ought to bleed you. Everybody with a stake in the Mojave.
Seems like everybody with a stake in the Mojave is gearing up for something big.
You're not one of my regulars. What do you want? I don't have any compelling reason to trust you, given your behavior. So no, I'm not really inclined to give you a job. Helpful? What, like bathtub stim packs? What's the point of that? You've got a point. Selling meds to the locals could be a pretty nice side gig. All right, I'll tell Jack to give it a try. We keep the Great Khans from falling apart, essentially. Jack manufactures the chems. I organize the runners and the shipments. We're supplying things people want in exchange for things our tribe needs. Don't judge us. We make regular shipments to a lot of settlements around the Mojave. A lot of our business comes from the fiends lately. Personally, I think they're kind of creepy, but Papa likes the fact they get all hopped up on Psycho and harass the NCR patrols. Like what? I'll spare you the history lesson. Talk to Papa Khan if you want to hear that story. Things have been rough for a while now. Even with Jack working all the time and my runners making deliveries daily, we're barely getting by. Maybe this alliance with Caesar will help, but I don't know. Red Rock Canyon isn't exactly the most hospitable place. There's no food, barely any water, and nothing anybody wants. We used to send patrols out to acquire supplies, but ever since Bitter Springs, there just aren't enough of us left. Yeah, you made a pretty good argument. We'll keep it small for now, but if it turns a profit, we might expand.
Whoa, new guy. Already on it. I whipped up a few stim packs already, but if you've got any more recipes, I'll take them. Do? We don't, do anything. We make the magic happen. We make the happy stuff. What do you need? Jet, Psycho, a little Med-X to ease the pain? Nah, man, more like drug suppliers. Yeah. Other folks sell them. Diane's mostly in charge of that. Guess I just had a natural talent for it. When I was a kid, these cats called the Followers of the Apocalypse came to our camp. They knew all kinds of kooky, scientistical stuff, so I ate up all the chemistry they could teach. Diane had to head for business, so we teamed up. Diane's my girl, man. We've been taking care of each other our whole lives, ever since our folks died. Now we keep the Khans and Caps together. They're family, you dig? They've always looked out for us, made sure we had something to eat and a place to crash. Papa may look like a big angry bear, but he's a softy at heart. Regis is cool, scary, but cool. The rest are all pretty groovy, even little Jerry. The other dudes call him Jerry the Punk. That's kinda harsh, though. I think he's just a sensitive soul that needs some love. He's usually down around the proving ground if you want to say yo. Huh? Look, man, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we've got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with. Take it easy, dude.
Soon Caesar will send in his best troops from the Arizona campaign.
Hello?
I heard from one of Melissa's runners that check-coded bastard.
A robot dog? Never seen one of those before.
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub? Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you? Don't you dare mention the NCR under this roof. They are butchers without honor, killers of women and children. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The Great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes. You want to hear the story of the Great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory. In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The Great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here. They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. He supported them with the resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, caps. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them. When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us. At least that's what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down. Oh, they claimed it was a miscommunication, but tell that to those who saw our families butchered. Tell it to the survivors who were banished here. Typical. No reference for history in the younger generations. You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon, enter my home as bold as you please, and you have no idea who I am? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Well then, let me educate you. I am the chief of the Great Khans. The Khan of Khans, if you like. This is my tribe, and these are my people.
Caesar's veterans will arrive from Arizona soon, and there will be no stopping our victory. They're a tribe of fine warriors with many proud traditions and a glorious history. They will be worthy additions to the Legion. My name is Carl. Glorious Caesar has sent me as an emissary to the Great Khans as a token of our alliance. In exchange for Great Caesar's promise of all the lands west of New Vegas, the Khans have agreed to fight alongside the Legion when the time comes. I am one of the Frumentari. It is my duty to scout the waste in Caesar's name and make contact with any tribes that might serve a useful purpose. You might say I'm somewhere between a scout and an ambassador. I'm assigned here as part of the alliance between the Legion and the Great Khans. Though they have been cruelly oppressed by the NCR, the Khans remain great warriors. The Legion is honored to have such allies in battle. Speak then.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment. You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me. You'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the Great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration. Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular: me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him. I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you. You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around. Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts. Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture. Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa. I would too, if I were you.
Make it quick. I don't want to be seen with you. Hey, it's not like I'm super attached to working with Caesar or anything. But if he'll stop his patrols from harassing my runners, I'm all for it. I haven't heard anything like that. Do you have any proof? Okay. Come on back when you do. Well, it's not like I'm super attached to working with Caesar or anything.
Why do you have to harsh my mellow? Just be cool, you dig? Huh? Look, man, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we've got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with. Dude, what a total haul. No way that's Kopashishi. Yeah, okay. Me and Diane got your back. No sweat. Oh, it's cool, man. I got your back.
Eat. You're mine. Can't run from me. You're mine. Eat this. Eat this! Keep looking. I can't... Eat this! Can't run from me! Company. I can't feel all my life. You're mine. You're mine. Oh my. Can't run from me. You're mine. Can't run from me. Eat this! You're mine. Spot. Eat this. Eat this.
That's close enough. What do you want with the Great Khans? Awaiting a delivery, but it's a no-show. I'm guessing that the death claws in the quarry have something to do with that. Supplies to make chems. The NCR's the best source since they're hard to come by anywhere else. We don't really use the chems ourselves, just sell them to anybody with the caps. If it ends up hurting the NCR in the process, that's a bonus. The Khans and the NCR don't get along. They prefer to shoot us on sight, even if we're not looking for a fight. I know something of your reputation with my gang, and I can't be seen working with you. Sorry, but I'll handle this. Like what? We're an independent group. We take care of our own and don't take crap from anybody, especially the NCR. It wasn't easy. There's a lot of initiation rituals to go through, and I've got the scars to prove it. But in the end, I was tough enough to be made a member. Proudest day of my life. Our main camp is up in Red Rock Canyon, but we don't allow just anyone to come in. The NCR can't touch us there. Too many places for us to ambush them. We see their scouts poking around once in a while, but they keep their distance.
Seems like everybody with a...
What do you want now? You can ask, but why would I do that? Carl told me all about the life in the Legion. He says I've got all the makings of a speculatory. What? No, What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he lie about that? That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. All right, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance.
Stake of the Mojave is gearing up for something big.
Seems like everybody with a stake in the Mojave is gearing up for something big.
Soon Caesar will... Run from me. Keep looking. Company. You're mine. Can't run from me. We're near a Legion slave camp now. I've been here before. Let's get one thing straight. I see any Crimson, I'm taking the shot. You don't like that, you're on your own. I don't think I'd hold it against you.